Part 2. Shelley twitched her tail wildly as she dug into the dirt with her feet. "People aren't like us," she said. "They're not anyone we want to meet." But Rupert wasn't afraid of people. He'd seen them many times before. He had often listened to their music, their stories, laughter, tears, and more. "I have a plan," Melvin said. "I think I know exactly what we need to do. To help Shelley, we need someone big to help us, that you can all see is true." "Get their attention," Melvin suggested, "especially the girls and the boys. Fly in circles close to them," Daphne agreed. "Hum and buzz. Make lots of noise." "That's a good idea," Melvin smiled. "Then circle back here quick." "Maybe you should drop some acorns on them," Shelley said. "That would do the trick." Rupert rolled his eyes and frowned. He didn't think that was very smart. If you wanted someone to help, he thought, you should ask from your heart. He was glad they left the acorns on the ground when they all flew away, but it was hard to wait, wondering who his winged friends would bring their way. It didn't take long to find out if their plan would work, not very long at all. Before he knew it, there they were, surrounded by people who seemed very tall. The Dragonflies had brought with them several children laughing and having fun. It seemed to take no time at all before Shelley was free and they were done. He'd been afraid when he'd seen them running over the grassy hill, but like Melvin and Daphne, he managed somehow to just sit still. The girls and boys who followed the Dragonflies had seen the problem right away, and though they'd been a little scared, they were gentle with Shelley and saved the day. "Look over here," he heard one girl say. "There's garbage laying on the ground." "And not just over there," answered a boy. "It's everywhere. Just look around." Rupert looked at Melvin, then gave his good friend a happy wink. They could use this help if they knew how, if he could only think. That's when a dragonfly crashed into him because he was flying too low. "I have it," Rupert cried. "You can lead the children by flying to and fro." "Good idea," agreed Melvin with a nod. "Fly around and lead the way. Then hover over the garbage that needs to be picked up and thrown away." For the rest of the day, that's exactly what all the new friends did. Rupert, Melvin, Daphne, Shelley, the Dragonflies, and all the kids. Rupert the rabbit lives near a tall tree in the forest and has many friends. He's curious, furry, brown, and helpful, and it seems his lessons never end. If he could reduce, reuse, and recycle himself, I bet he would. But that's something that you and I, as friends of Rupert, can do and should. So the next time you see a dragonfly, think of Rupert and look around. Perhaps you'll see something that needs to be picked up, just waiting to be found. Rupert and all his friends thank you, and I do too, for helping keep the earth cleaned up like I know you do.